It's Gabrielle Nicolay from SpeechKids, where we teach little kids to talk and help parents understand their little kids. And today we're going to talk a little bit about why a psychologist might be referred, or why you might be referred to a psychologist for your child. And this usually won't happen until your child is about 6 or 7. And that's mostly because until age 6 or 7, the tests that they use, the evaluation measures, are not they're not normed on kids who are younger than that. It's very hard to determine sort of with any degree of certainty before age 6 or 7. And so why are some of the reasons that you might get referred to a psychologist? If we're concerned about memory, if we're concerned about attention, if we're concerned about sometimes social emotional processing. So that's like sort of how you're interacting with other people. Do you understand that other people have a different point of view from you, for example? Do you know how to stay calm even when somebody is disagreeing with you? So those kinds of things. Learning disabilities, trouble learning to read. And so that's why that 6-7 age range, which is the age that most kids in the US at least are starting to learn to read. If you've got a child who is struggling, who doesn't like to read, a psychologist is somebody to whom you might go to find out if your child has a reading disorder. A speech therapist is another person, someone who's trained in reading disorders, could also do that, by the way. And there is a lot of overlap among the professions, and everybody's sort of got their lens. And so part of what I'm hoping to do in this video series is show you sort of these overlapping areas so that you can ask good questions of the practitioners that you already have and find out, maybe this is something I need to see somebody else about. Maybe this is something that my therapist can talk to somebody else about, my speech therapist in this case. And so, again, this is just a little bit of education, but things overlap, and that's okay. So psychologists, besides doing therapy for, what you might think of in terms of behavioral health kinds of issues, anxiety, depression, that kind of thing, which are rare in young children, but do occur. They also often are evaluating, doing those initial evaluations to see, do we have an attention issue going on? Do we have a memory issue? Do we have a learning disability? Do we have a problem with thinking? Do we have a cognitive issue? And all of those are related but not the same, a little bit like the professions. And so a psychologist is one person who can help you tease that out through an evaluation. I'll be sharing an interview that I did with Dr. Nina Case, who is a diagnostician who specializes in just doing evaluations, pediatric evaluations, and so I hope you will check that out. As always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and until next time, take care.